Conflict resolution starts with trust. Here's how we go about building a psychologically safe team. And it's worth pointing out to start with, trust and psychological safety, though related, are not the same thing. Trust is individual. I can trust you, you can trust me. Okay? Safety is a group phenomenon for the team. We know that we're safe to say things. We know that it's not going to be used against us. We can speak truth to power. They're similar, but not the same. So we need to work on these things. And I would always start with trust. How do I learn how to trust you? How do you learn how to trust me? And we build that up. We look at what the actions are. Our say-do factor. Are we reliable? Are we credible in our space? Do we know what we're talking about? Do we have experience in the space? And incredibly importantly, how well do we know each other? You can't trust somebody you don't know, because what are you trusting them about? Okay? So we need to start looking at these levers. They come from the trust equation from David Meister. We need to think of it all through the lens of also self-orientation. Are we doing it, or are we perceived as doing it for ourselves? So as part of the Growing Scrum Masters apprenticeship program, we explore this model around trust. We take time thinking about it. How can we play with it? How can we build trust ourselves and help teams foster that trust? Because with trust, we can start moving into that conversation about psychological safety. How do we turn up? Can we have an honest conversation? Because until we can do that, until we as a collective can start having that honest conversation about what's not going right, what the conflict is that's rising up, bubbling along under the surface, if we can't talk about that openly, knowing and really knowing in our bones that it's not going to be used against us, there's always going to be a little bit left behind. There's always a chance that we're not going to resolve it as fully, as completely as we could. There might still be lingering resentments and things, and it's going to come out again later. So we need trust, and we absolutely do. We need to trust each other in our roles, that we can talk together, that, I know you, you know me, we know what we're good for. But as a group, we need to foster safety. We need to find a way that we can have those hard conversations. We can say things went wrong without blame, without fear or favor. Just, it's a thing. It happened. Because really, success as a team, reaching those high-performing states, is going to be about looking at that thing, whatever it is, that conflict that's arisen, and saying, that's a thing, it happened. How do we learn from it? How do we move on from it?